Hey guys, let's talk about penises, shall we? No, not one or two of them. Let's talk about 30 of them. 30 penises. That's a hell of a way to start a show. My name is Howard Real, and this is Real Truth Item from the Hollywood Reporter. 30 penises in one episode? Zendaya's new series, filled with graphic nudity, violence, and drug use among young people, is so extreme that one star quit mid-shoot. But the network hopes authenticity will help the show break through. It's not sensational to be sensational. Might be surprised that on June 16th, casual TV surfers and AT&T executives might be surprised if they check out what's on the company's HBO channel. An erect penis. It's just one of many jarring elements of Euphoria, the new teen drama that offers perhaps the most unflinching, not to mention explicit, take on modern adolescence ever to hit U.S. television. The male genitalia in the pilot is not attached to any of the largely 20-something cast. Instead, it's care of actor Eric Dane, who commits statutory rape with a 17-year-old trans girl, newcomer Hunter Schafer, 20. Though the sequence uses a prosthetic, it's still likely to shock most audiences, as will a handful of other graphic scenes in the pilot. From a gut-wrenching drug overdose by star Zendaya, 22, to a sex scene between teens involving choking. In one episode alone, close to 30 penises flash on screen. Quote, "There are going to be parents who are going to be totally blanking, freaked out," says Euphoria creator Sam Levinson, 34, son of director Barry Levinson, who wrote all 8 episodes based on his own past struggles with addiction. It is for these and other reasons that former HBO chairman Richard Plepler would often tell people the series makes Netflix teen suicide drama 13 Reasons Why look like an after-school special. Quote, "It's a good insight into how hard it is to grow up in this time," says cast member Maud Apatow, 21, who's hoping her parents, Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann, watch the Drake-produced series. Adds HBO programming president Casey Bloys, quote, "We're not going to try to put out a Gossip Girl," unquote. The show survives with business implications as well. The ripes. Amid the Me Too movement and a reevaluation of sexual mores and politics in the digital age, HBO is attempting to create buzz among a newer generation when so much of the 500-plus show universe is lost on young people. The premium programmer's mandate under new parent AT&T is to ramp up content to compete with streaming rivals. That the network is doing so in the YA space is no surprise, given the success of the genre on digital platforms, particularly Netflix. Stop! In the name of God, stop! Regular listeners of this show will know that I have spoken often about what I like to call the Garbage-Ification of America. America reduced. America brought low. America in the gutter. Well, here you are. This is it. Together with a multi-million-dollar marketing program targeting young people who've been brought up on swill, who've been taught that living a garbage life is expected because, after all, it's what you see in the media. Here's something very interesting. The creator of this mess, it's called Euphoria, Sam Levinson, the son of director Barry Levinson. Now, Barry Levinson is a famous director, been so for a long time. He's rich, he's famous, he's Hollywood royalty. And so naturally, here comes his son, who undoubtedly has had everything handed to him. Now, I don't know Sam Levinson, but as the son of a Hollywood millionaire, I'm guessing he's spoiled brat, right? Even at 34. And so he wants to come along and shock. He wants to come along and bite the hand that's feeding him, that hand belonging to America. He's had it easy. He's gotten a free ride, grown up in incredible luxury. And now he wants to shock people because he wants to be his own man. He doesn't want to be his father's son. Further down, we read about Maud Apatow, whose father is Judd Apatow, also a famous entertainment figure. He's an actor slash director, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got the rich, entitled, spoiled children of famous Hollywood nitwits in this show, determined to piss all over America and Americans. Now, if you have HBO, and if your child happens to be looking at it when you're not around, or how do I know, maybe you let your kids watch HBO, which, by the way, is a big mistake. But let's say they innocently happen upon this show, Euphoria, and they see all the penises and all the sex going on and all the trans this and trans that. Your child, not someone else's child, not someone you read about in the newspaper, your child will be reduced to trash. They'll be fed a diet of garbage. They'll be shown that, yeah, well, why can't you just start having sex in the middle of the gutter like a dog? Why can't you? What's special about you? Folks, we're edging closer and closer and closer and closer to porn on TV. I mean, real porn. I guess in America today, we can't be troubled. Youth, kids, young kids can't be troubled to actually get on a computer and surf porn. They need it on television, and here it is. Well, folks, I'm wasting my time on this radio show if I can't in some way affect our society, our zeitgeist. This kind of crap should not fly. It cannot fly. We cannot allow our society to be brought low again and again and again. As it is, laws no longer mean anything. Our borders no longer mean anything. Truth no longer means anything. This country is draining away before our eyes. I decided almost 11 years ago I was going to do something about it, and so I've been on the air for almost 11 years inveighing against the garbage-ification of America. Well, now I invite you to join me. In every way you can think of, fight this garbage. Wednesday, Real Truth. Be right back.
Are you staring out the window daydreaming about spring, your lush green yard and backyard barbecue? Well, don't blink. Before you know it, you'll be knee-high in grass. Don't let the HOA come pounding on your door. Don't be that guy. Call Turf Famers Landscaping at 970-460-TURF or visit our website at turffamerslandscaping.com. We will get your yard in tip-top shape. Specializing in maintenance and install of commercial and residential properties, we pride ourselves in our clean-cut and approachable crews for efficiently and quickly detailing your property. Visit our website at turffamerslandscaping.com. Our install crew can transform your backyard into the outdoor living space you've always dreamed of. Call me, Brian, at 970-460-TURF for a free walkthrough and estimate where we can meet and discuss the best options for your landscaping needs. Family-owned and locally operated, we've been serving Northern Colorado for over 18 years. Thank you for your support and supporting KHNC.
Before hiring a realtor from a big corporation who outsources their jobs and pays little to no taxes, ask yourself, what do you really want in a realtor? You need a realtor who is honest and has integrity. A realtor who is focused on the client's bottom line, not the realtor's bottom line. Who provides personable, over-the-top service before, during, and after the transaction. You want a realtor that knows how to market your property. Hi, I'm James Morgan, a realtor with Grisham & Associates, LLC. I am your Colorado real estate specialist. Land deals, mountain cabins, or urban dwellings, I've got you covered. For the first-time home buyer, we will make it the best experience. If you are looking to move up or downsizing, we will do better than your last transaction. Call me today at 720-203-0731 or visit coloradoproperties.online. Let me do a great job for you.
The Alex Jones Show, right here, KHNC, the heart of Northern Colorado. Stay tuned. The Alex Jones Show, right here on KHNC.
Now, my friends, make no mistake about it, Jon Stewart is a nitwit. Jon Stewart's a host on some comedy show for years and years and years. He decided to get political, and he makes political commentary. He's been off the air for a few years, but that's been his bread and butter. And he's a typical liberal nitwit. But even a broken clock is right twice a day. Jon Stewart has chosen an issue, a cause. He's fighting for the rights of 9/11 survivors. And in that, I applaud him, because that is a worthy fight that needs to be fought, because Congress isn't doing anything. Here's a video of Jon Stewart from a couple of days ago, sitting in front of Congress, and he is about to chew their asses something good. He's about to shame Congress because he's going to tell it like it is. Congress is a do-nothing body of stuffed shirt elites who don't really give a rat's ass about the American people. And Jon Stewart is about to speak truth to power. And I give him credit for that. Let's listen. My friends, that is what a do-nothing Congress results in. A Congress that sits on its hands, that expresses all the proper platitudes, that puts out all the press releases, sends out the tweets, and allows Americans in need who are deserving of help to hang for years. That's Congress. Why haven't more problems over these past 2.5 years been fixed? Congress. The fat cats. The elite. Almost everybody in Congress is a millionaire, at least. What do they have in common with the average American? Language, I suppose. Wait, I just read the other day they're preparing to vote themselves another race. Congress is a national disgrace. It's not going to get better unless we make it better. Through activism and through voting. Activism. Let's move on. Item from InfoWars. Some U.S. cities are becoming overwhelmed with the number of illegal African migrants arriving from Ebola-stricken countries, with Portland, Maine complaining that they are beyond capacity. Large numbers of migrants are arriving from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which has been hit by one of the biggest Ebola outbreaks in history, with 2,000 reported cases in the last 10 months. Border Patrol officials said that 500 people from the African countries have been arrested by Border Patrol's Del Rio sector in Texas alone in the 6 days after May 30th. Hundreds of migrants are being sent to city-owned shelter in San Francisco. Stop. My friends, I don't know what to make of things like this. Do we at least not have a sense of self-preservation? Apparently not. Number one, please don't insult my intelligence by saying, he doesn't want people coming here from Africa, he must be a racist. Kiss my ass. This has nothing to do with race. We're pumping hundreds of thousands of people from third world countries who probably don't speak English, certainly don't read English, can't support themselves. We're pumping them into the country, and as if that's not terrible enough, we're bringing people in from a country where Ebola is running wild. So wait. Keep your eyes on the news. Wait for the Ebola outbreak here. It'll happen. It's coming. Ebola in America. Thanks to the people in our government and on the left who despise America and who are too stupid to realize that when this boat sinks, they sink with it. Ebola in America. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse. We'll be back.
Society today is completely dependent on technology. Almost all services we count on, including food, water, and transportation. Computers are operating our power grids, and yes, even the cars we drive. In the event of a massive power surge or an electromagnetic pulse in the atmosphere, this could render the country completely helpless. The President has just signed the first executive order to identify problems with critical infrastructure in the USA and prepare the United States in the event of an EMP attack. The power and water may come back on, but your home and all your computer-managed devices may be ruined forever. EMPshield.com has the solution. They offer the world's first whole-home EMP protection device made in America. They can protect your home, office, auto, solar, RVs, campers, generators, and the list goes on and on. As a listener to the American Freedom Network,
can enter our call letters KHNC into the order code box and receive additional listener discounts. It pays to listen to KHNC. Go to emtshield.com and find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tom Cook.
No one in America does what we do. Our health and nutrition profile is a free 1-hour interview with one of our counselors. We look at what you eat, what you drink, exercise, medication, the environment you work in, food you crave, your present health, your history, your family history. Everything that makes you a unique person. No one is exactly like you. Then we will suggest some food changes. Maybe you should add something to your diet. Maybe you should eliminate something from your diet. Then we suggest green herb products to supplement your diet. We usually suggest between 2 and 5 things. 60 capsules cost $17.50, but remember, you are not obligated to purchase anything. Call us at 888-765-HERB. That's 888-765-4372 and set your no obligation appointment.
Tax season, traffic, bills, or just plain cabin fever. Come fly fish the North Platte River with Trout Chambers Outfit. Hi, Brian Hayes, Trout Chambers Outfit, 970-460-8873. Visit our website at troutchambers.com. Servicing the full North Platte River from North Cape Canyon to Cat. Some targets get precious rain during the greater section of the river. 4 hours north of Denver, 1 hour west of Cat. Book a trip at troutchambers.com or call us at 970-460-8873. Very beginner friendly, approximately 8 hours on a trip boat going down to Phoenix, North Platte River. Prices include in-season flies, all gear, lunches for 2 anglers. Call about discounts for bed supplement fees.
You can buy gold just about anywhere in the world from all kinds of different deals. So why do you use the Patriots Trading Group? 20 years of service.
Just like that. 8+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Just like that. Low prices? Just like that. No solicitation? Just like that. Buying or selling? Just like that.
For all your gold and silver needs, call the Patriots Trading Group at 800-951-0592. Just like that.
All right, guys, welcome back to Real Truth. Howard Real. Let's talk about the single most important issue facing America today. No, it's not immigration, not the economy. It's not China, not Russia. It's not North Korea, not Mexico, and it's not healthcare. The single most important issue facing America today is impeaching Donald Trump. I know that because that's all that the anuses in the Democrat Party and in the major media talk about. I mean, it's all you hear about. Congress has much better things to do than solve these critical problems facing Americans. They have to spend their time investigating, checking tax returns, quizzing people, and impeaching. Because that's what the American people must want, right? I mean, there are millions of morons out there who voted for the Democrats who haven't lifted a finger to solve any problems, but they're focused on impeaching Donald Trump. Here's Newt Gingrich on Fox News, Laura Ingraham. That's a lie. Who is this jackass? Let me see. Donnie Deutsch, MSNBC host, saying we know he broke the law. Wrong. He didn't. So Donnie Deutsch is lying on MSNBC. This is CNN. Now think about this, my friends. They investigated Trump for 2 years at a cost of $30 to $35 million, over 1 million pieces of paper investigated, hundreds of interviews. They found he didn't commit a crime, but the geniuses on CNN say he committed a crime, so he must have committed a crime. Do you wonder why CNN is going down the toilet in ratings? Fewer Americans than ever believe they're garbage.
So I think he finally made it clear.
All right, my friends, whether or not this will hurt Democrats depends on you, if you're a Democrat voter. Depends on you and how stupid and gullible you are. You have a Democrat Party that stands for nothing. You have a Democrat Party moving to the extreme left. You have a Democrat Party bent on obstruction, which means doing absolutely nothing and stopping those who want to solve problems from solving them. Is that what you're going to vote for? Is that where you're going to contribute your money? You know, you have to have a minimal IQ to live in this world. Unbelievable. Here's Newt Gingrich.
Sure, I think they look nuts. I mean, Mueller himself looked nuts. You come out and you say, you know, the Russians that we've indicted are innocent until proven guilty. But now the president, we haven't proven him innocent yet. Just think about that paragraph and what Mueller said. And now you got the Democrats who are saying, all right, well, maybe we can't impeach him, but we all know he's a criminal. Well, how do they know that? But I think you have to start out where the fascist left is. Free speech means you're not allowed to speak. The whole model of the way they deal with things, if you say anything wrong, you're either homophobic, Islamophobic, you know, something. And so their normal behavior is to just make stuff up. There's no evidence that the president has been guilty of anything, and that's you have 2 years. Mueller had 15 left-wing Democratic lawyers, all of them, by the way, very good prosecutors. He had, I think, $30 million. He locked up at least 2 people in solitary confinement for lengths of time that, frankly, are un-American. And he couldn't find anything. Now, at that point, the Democrats ought to go on and talk about policy and recognize that this is really a dry hole. They're not going to get anything good out of this.
The Democrats can't talk about policy because all their policies suck. What are they going to talk about? Creating sanctuary cities? Are they going to talk about raising Americans' taxes? Are they going to be talking about making sure we have no border on the southern side of the country and that everyone who wants to come in can come in? Is that the policy that the Democrats want to talk about? Of course not. Just as CNN and MSNBC are plunging in the ratings, so are the Democrats. And they know it. They have nothing to offer America except anger. And they're venting. And they are pathetic.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned the policy.
Yeah, so forget about immigration, forget about the economy, forget about China, North Korea, Mexico, healthcare. None of that matters. As far as the Democrats are concerned, there's one central issue around which they will gather. We've got to get Trump. Because Trump represents traditional America, which we despise. Trump represents the unwashed in Walmart, the basket of deplorables, the irredeemables. That's Trump. And so we have to get him. The Democrats hate America. It's time for more people to hate the Democrats. We'll be back.
You can buy gold just about anywhere in the world for all kinds of different deals. So why do you use the Patriot Trading Group 20 years of service? Just like that. A-plus rating with the benefit bureau? Just like that. Just like that. No solicitation? Just like that. Buying? Selling? Just like that. For all your gold and silver needs, call the Patriot Trading at 800-951-0592. Just like that. Bigfoot? A trustworthy politician? True love? Yeah, those things are all pretty hard to find. Lucky for you, at least a great roofer is. A full roofing extravaganza provides a greater Denver area for quality roofing for a decade. We are an open contractor, offering our customers only the best selection of the highest quality roofing materials available on market. Our installers have decades of experience to make sure your new roof is installed with care, quality, prevention. We also offer a 5-year workmanship warranty for all systems and 5-year warranty for most products. Acclaimed Roofing is always available to handle techniques we avail of. Acclaimed Roofing, proudly serving Colorado. Call us today at 303-592-ROOF. That's 303-592-7663 for a free estimate. Or visit acclaimedroofing.com. acclaimedroofing.com. This is James Morgan, Grisham & Associates LLC. Buying or selling real estate, call me at 720-203-0731. Or visit my website at coloradoproperties.online. Our office has more than 3 decades of real estate experience, and we will treat you like family. Call us today for all your real estate needs at 720-203-0731. Keep listening to KHNC 1360.
All right, folks, welcome back. We are kicking butt and taking names here on Real Truth today. My name is Howard Real, by the way, author of, that's right, Real Truth Stay Angry. If you haven't gotten your copy yet, get your copy. It's fantastic. Here's Glenn Beck talking about deep fakes. Now, I'm not sure what a deep fake is, but apparently a lot of people are talking about it. I think it has something to do with fake news on the internet. Anyway, I'm as curious as you are. Here's Glenn Beck.
There has been
All right, so apparently deep fakes are fake videos in which people have words coming out of their mouths that they never really said. Okay, that's the deep fake. Let's go on.
Zuckerberg. This is Mark Zuckerberg. It's made off of a video that he made, I don't know, about a year ago, and they've just changed everything he said and put new words into his mouth. And he's sitting behind his desk in Silicon Valley, and here's what he says.
Imagine this for a second. One man with total control of billions of people's stolen data, all their secrets, their lives, their futures. I owe it all to Spectre. Spectre.
Now, you know what's interesting, folks, as I'm watching this video, some kind of CGI at work, because his mouth appears to be forming the very words that you're hearing, and yet those are not his words. I don't know how they're doing it. I've never worked in Hollywood again. But he appears to be saying this.
Showed me that whoever controls the data controls the future.
So here's the bottom line. It's getting easier and easier to fake things on the internet. Videos may be completely fake. They could put words in your mouth or mine. So, caveat emptor, buyer beware. Don't accept anything on its face. Check things out. Be suspicious. Be skeptical. And if you want real truth, well, you got to listen to real truth. But be careful. It's dangerous out there. A lot of people want to sell lies. Don't buy them. Don't buy the fake news. Be wary. That's always good advice, in the best of times. And this is not the best of times. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and do some more news. And if you're going to watch me on video after the show is over, I promise you that it's really me talking. You should know my voice by now.
The best way to air seal and add insulation to your attic. The best way to insulate your wall cabinet, whether your house is brick, aluminum, steel, vinyl, or glass.
Sorry, that music did shoot off, but I got to...
Okay.
To help our customers qualify for cell and other utility rebates. 43 years later, a lot has changed. A lot of our competition has come and gone. A few things that haven't. We're still family-owned and operated. We still develop new methods and techniques. We are still saving energy and, more importantly, saving our customers money. Best Way Insulation, founded in 1976. 303-469-0808. That's 303-469-0808.
Grandpa's Pawn and Gun, serving Longmont in the Front Range of Colorado since 1994. We specialize in guns and currently have over 400 guns for sale. We also buy, sell, pawn, and trade for gold, silver, musical instruments, knives, archery equipment, quads, side-by-side, coins, and a lot more. We buy gun collections and do appraisals, which is smart for insurance purposes should a claim arise. We are, according to ATF, Colorado's second highest volume gun dealer, and because we have a lot lower overhead than the big box stores, we can beat the big box stores by as much as $100 per gun. And we have the lowest interest rates in northern Colorado, half of what the corporate stores charge when you're doing a loan. Come and see us at Grandpa's Pawn and Gun. If you love guns and you love gold, come and see us. Check us out on the web, www.grandpaspawn.com or 303-772-7952. Grandpa?
Item from the LA Times. With a historic flow of Central American families fleeing poverty and violence, federal officials earlier this spring began releasing migrants on their own recognizance from inundated detention centers in growing numbers. About 175,000 have left custody since December 21st. Nonprofit and faith-based organizations in Riverside and San Bernardino counties are among those who stepped in to help the asylum seekers, but the mounting costs have raised doubts among local officials and advocates alike about how long they can keep doing so. Many of the drop-offs have taken place in Blythe, a city of about 20,000 along the Colorado River across from Arizona. Since March, said Riverside County spokeswoman Brooke Federico, 2,600 migrants have arrived there. Unquote. My friends, they are falling like rain from the sky. People who came here illegally thumb their noses at our laws, intend to take advantage of us because our own laws have been crafted to allow them to do so, and they're being dropped off in cities, and they've got their hands out. Give us. Take care of us. Item from CBS Dallas-Fort Worth. A loud noise awoke a Dallas couple to the sight of a naked man rummaging through a bookshelf in their room. Lying next to his wife, Trent Tate asked the nude intruder what he was doing. "If you move, I'll kill you," was the response. Trent Tate grabbed the man, identified as Oscar Martinez Gomez, and wrestled him to the ground with his wife and called police, while his wife called police. The 23-year-old was arrested on the charge of burglary of a habitation and remains in the Dallas County Jail on $5,000 bail, according to the Dallas County Sheriff's Department. He also faces an immigration hold. So, my friends, if you are awakened in the middle of the night or in the morning and some naked illegal immigrant is standing in your bedroom, I want you to say thank you. No, not to him. Say thank you to the Democrat Party, which is doing everything in the world to help illegals come here. Item from CNS News. For the first time in the history of the United States, the federal government has spent more than $3 trillion in the first 8 months of the fiscal year, according to the monthly Treasury statement released Tuesday. Thank you, Congress. Item from Project Veritas. Project Veritas has received published documents from an insider at Pinterest. The documents, which include product code, Slack messages, and internal policies, reveal terms of websites that Pinterest apparently censors. In an interview, the Pinterest insider who leaked the documents explains how the company censors pro-life and Christian content on the website. That's liberalism, my friends. Item from Breitbart. The far-left CNN's ratings death spiral marched into last week as the fake news network lost 1/3 of its primetime audience and a breathtaking 55% of its demo viewers. Compared to the same week last year, CNN also lost 21% of its total day viewers. Unquote. My friends, I hear a death rattle coming from CNN. I'm picking up signs of a stench, the stench of the grave. They bet everything they had that they could continue to con and scam and lie to the American people, and the American people, thank God, are waking up and saying no. No more. CNN deserves to die as a network. So does MSNBC, New York Times, Washington Post. They all deserve to die for crimes against the American people. I'll be back tomorrow. Hasta luego.